I was excited to paint on the Century Heights property with its population of junipers. Junipers give the artist dark masses that group together to create interesting shapes. They're like large, bold brushstrokes of paint, pushing and dotting the landscape. They contrast well with the light-colored grasses and sagebrush. I think it's very important for a landscape painter to paint outdoors. The painting that I have done outdoors has greatly influenced and improved my studio work. When I am out in the landscape painting, I can't help but be influenced by all of my surroundings. The sounds of the birds and wind, trickle of water, and the rustling of grasses and plants. The act of painting outdoors improves my ability to render the light that illuminates the landscape. It's very different than painting from a photograph. When I work in the studio from photos I have taken, I approach them with the memory of the place and the light that I have experienced there. Out on location, I take what is called a bouquet box that is mounted on a camera tripod. I can fit all that I need in a day pack and wander away from the car to paint. I can work on a painting for about an hour or more before the changes in light are too great to continue. The day I went out on the Century Heights property, prickly pear cactus was in bloom. It was very dry and an occasional cottontail would duck into the sagebrush. I was inspired by the golden slopes, the large masses of junipers, and the blooming mulleins. I painted the small canvas and then rested until I could walk down in the cooling evening. I took lots of photos on the way up and down, hoping to catch an inspiring image. This is the photograph I used to paint what I call Into the Junipers. I used oil paint on a 19.5 by 25-inch canvas. Sometimes the painter must alter the image to make the painting become a more inviting place for the viewer. I would always like the viewer to feel as I did when I was walking there. I always wanted to go a little further and to see what might be on the other side of the slope.